I am trying to bag a client, my first client for web design. It wasn't that they had like a need or like they were saying, oh, we need this, we need that, but I kind of just like identified an issue, and so I'm trying to like propose so that I can help them. I'm trying to tell them that I can help them with their issue. And I wrote a proposal, sent it to my partner, and since he has done this kind of work before, he had some notes, and so I'm just going through his points. I'm really really thankful that he took the time to like read it, because I'm finding these notes very very helpful. I'm hearing that I might have to like register a company in order to bid, which is annoying. Like, it's not something that I haven't thought of doing, but I'm just feel like maybe not now, but there's no harm in registering if I can manage to come up with it. But first things first, let's finish the proposal. What's his name?
Going on in 2 months. Yeah, a year and 2 months.
So why did you guys break up?
And I just feel like she didn't understand me.
No, actually, I don't. You used the year to realize that she didn't understand you.
No. It's complicated, right? The problems didn't just start from nowhere. We had.
The next video that popped up was this Benji Plant one, and it's only 37 minutes long. Okay, like work can wait. Work can wait. Check it out, guys. And then it's just gonna stop. Oh god. Okay, it's not. But yesterday we did this really annoying thing where it would rain for like 5 seconds. I hated it.
Like home, wherever, like every place we've lived, I've always liked it.
My favorite part of this time of year is undoubtedly the flowers on the ground. Fuck those mangoes there, they are really just a menace. But the purple flowers, and then on the other side it's like red. Ugh, gorgeous. So it's afternoon. I'm eating lunch, fried rice. There's coleslaw under the rice, and I have garden eggs and peanut butter and zobo. Yay!
Amazon, even beating out the boys for the #1 spot in the hockey game, and he's having a rough time because his dad's good as, if not better than, his dad.
So let's just say that I have gotten nothing done today. I'm starting to question my brain at this point. I really can only like I only feel pushed to do things when it's like crunch time. It's like, you have to do this now, the deadline is like in 5 minutes. But like when it's just me managing myself, I kind of get nothing done. I would say I'm looking forward to working, because even though my dad is all like, you should employ yourself, I don't see myself as a self-employment body. Like, the business is just gonna die. We're going to do nothing. Yeah, I just have done nothing today, which honestly is so sad, because I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to do, but yeah, here we are. I was doing something with Affinity, which didn't work, by the way. I was trying to get some what's it called, some sort of like templates, some video templates, but then they're After Effects templates, and I do not have After Effects, so kind of was trying to figure out how to go around that. I got bored, started scrolling on my phone, which I don't even know. This guy is becoming a real problem in my life. On one hand, it's like such a distraction and like takes away my time from doing so many things. But then on the other hand, it's like, well, this is kind of how I get news. I mean, I could just watch like news on TV, but then that's always like super biased and weird, and you know, on the phone it's like so many platforms, so you're seeing things from so many places. But like, I don't know, maybe I'll just download like a news app or something. Get rid of TikTok. Uh, yeah, get rid of TikTok. But then again, like, it's not like those are like the root causes of my problem. I would say it's more just so the distraction. Like, I could be doing this thing 1 second, and then the next second, like, I have completely shifted gears. We're doing a completely totally different thing. Fuck what that was before. And yeah, it's honestly really annoying. It's already a bit after 9 now, and I've been up since like 5-ish. So it does kind of feel like the day is winding down, even though that sucks because I haven't really done anything today. So I'm just hoping that tomorrow will be better. Ah, at the window again. Today is not a gloomy day. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just after 2 o'clock today, and I have gotten ready for the sole purpose of sitting down and reading. I think like what I was talking about yesterday, I'm not being able to do things. I think my mind, I just work best when the task is assigned by somebody else, which I know is not such a good thing, like, but the ability to self delegate or like make myself do things when it's like self-imposed with no consequences, like really hard. So I'm just gonna read today, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I'll try and do like a call with, I was supposed to have a meeting with somebody. Try and do that tomorrow so that I feel like I'm doing something. But since it's already 2, I figured already had a late start to the day because ovulation pain. Ovulation cramps are so not even talked about at all. Not that they're not talked about, but it's kind of like you experience it and then somebody's like, oh yeah, you know, ovulation cramps. And like before then it's always like menstruation cramps, which I guess is all part of the menstrual cycle, but like, you know, it's period cramps. But those ovulation cramps feel like death. And that's what happened to me this morning. So I'm just going to read. I'm reading one book. I'm actually reading 2 books now. One I'm almost done with. The other one is like 800 pages and I'm not even like halfway through, but I really like that book. So I'm reading, I think it's called All Good People Here by Ashley Flowers. If you're a crime junkie, you know. And I'm also reading Godless by Dan Barker because if you know, you know. So yeah, that is all for today. Yeah, I think I can still film my day whilst reading off of my phone, so that's good. And I do have 2 books, hard copy books, that I have gotten that I have not read at all, which is quite sad. I find that this happens to me a lot. Like, I'm always raving, oh my god, I need hard copy books. Hard copy books are what I want, like they're going to inspire me to read more. And I got this Patricia Cornwell from book club. We did a book swap, and I remember reading a Scarpetta book when I was like in secondary school, and I remember really enjoying it because, you know, Scarpetta she was very much giving queer vibes. I actually do not know if the character is queer, but I really like that about her. And so when I saw this book at the book swap, I was like, yep. Initially the person who brought this book was like, oh, nobody wants to take her book because it looks all tattered and shit. And then I picked it up and it had a Scarpetta, and I was like, oh my god, because I saw Patricia Cornwell and I was like, I know that name from somewhere. And so I picked this book. Then a couple of days later I went to the book fair and I saw another Scarpetta book, and I was like, nothing else really interested me there, and this one was pretty cheap. I think I got it for 2,000. I picked these 2 books, and I'm trying to actually figure out where these books are in the Scarpetta series. Even though I know you could read them as standalone books, I just want to, you know which one to read before which, since I have 2. And my sister has Postmortem, which I said I was going to read, so that makes it 3 Scarpetta books that I have on my TBR now. And speaking of my TBR, the 2026 TBR that I made, how far have we gone? we've gone 0% so far. I think I'm more likely to read No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai first now, because I am having a lot of, feelings like the character in the book did. It's 7 p.m. now, and I have just finished reading the book. I started reading Godless, then I switched because I will always be a fiction girl at heart, so I switched to All Good People Here. I don't know why the name is not sticking in my head. I thought, like, the way it was ending, I was like, it's just gonna be a typical book, but then there were like some twists at the end, which was really nice. I will give it to Ashley Flowers. I think this was her first book, so props to her for this one and for the little plot twist. It was really nice, and I'm gonna look for something else to read. I think this is like my 6th or 7th book this year. My goal was to read 9, so which was a small goal, but I was coming off of like a couple of years where I had not been reading a lot, so I was like, you know what, let's be realistic, let's say 9. But I think with me being out of school, being bored all the time, and joining a book club, it has certainly helped in, me reading, and I'm really enjoying it. Very, very tempting. The grass looks so nice. I'm like, do I go and lay down in that? Because it's so soft. But then snakes. I'm worried about snakes. Then again, like... So I just sat down on my table and I looked up. And this is what I see. How terrifying. It's legit scared me that there's so many of them all over the windows. I used to eat them before, but I don't know why. I just can't seem to get into it now again. Another fucking beautiful day. Yet I spend it at my laptop.
Me being this way has helped me achieve everything in my life.
Today is the 2nd of June. It's Tuesday and I have some work to do. I'm participating in a hackathon. Oh my god. Hair in my eye. But I'm participating in a hackathon with my friend, and yeah, I'm trying to do a redesign of like the prototype that we already have. Trying to figure out what I want it to look like. Again, for somebody that does front end, I feel so shit at design all the time. But I think I just need to find a vibe. I just need to get some inspiration somewhere. Today, I'm just going to be designing. Hopefully, it wouldn't be too bad. I'm hoping that it will be a relatively easy experience trying to do this. Fingers crossed, honestly. There is a lot to do today. I'm also waiting for my hackathon partner to kind of like, because he's working on the back end, so I kind of want to know how everything is gonna be set up and done at the end of the day. But yeah, it's just 12:19. I'm very surprised because I have had my bath, I've eaten breakfast, I've cleaned, which is completely unheard of. And yeah, let's get today started.
To understand whatsoever. And if they do try. Okay, again, in kind of trying to understand why. But the conversation ended and her giving me a letter she had worked on for a long time.
Before my free trial runs out, let me take a few classes on Skillshare. I did one on like illustrated lettering. It is going. And then I saw this one and I'm like, ooh, Roxanne Gay. Let me check it out and see. And yeah, we shall see. It's probably going to be good. Rise and shine. Good morning from the same sweater and hat I have had on this entire video. But yeah, today seems to be another bright and sunny day like yesterday was, and I think today I kind of want to focus on, I mean, the hackathon thing, so I can't really stop doing that because there's a deadline and all of that. I kind of want to write today. See my laptop. I started writing something last night because my partner and I were having this conversation, and I don't know, so you know how you be talking and you're kind of saying some things and you're like, where did I get all this information, or like, where did I get all this insight from? So that's basically how it was. And I was just thinking of some of the things that I had said during that conversation and felt like they needed to be written down. So that is what is going on there. I feel like I need to try and remind myself of the things that I said so that I can write that down properly. But yeah, today is a day, and a great day it shall be. Breakfast of champions. Oh, this is always like another half of that outside one.
Designed for lounge, that's why it's not too bright.
I like how alive it feels.
Yeah. So what they actually very beautiful. So what do you have?
It's not about themselves. It's not possible because you're painting yourself in a dark light. Nobody.
Every time I sit down outside, my one fear is that something is going to bite me on my butt. And last time it did, but it was an ant. Hopefully today there will be no butt biting. But the ground is kind of moistish. Why hello. The weather is very nice. It looked very, very nice from inside. For the past few days, I've been working on a project for a hackathon, and currently I'm kind of done with the front end, which is what I was doing, and I just felt like, wow, I have been staring at a screen nearly non-stop for like the past 3 or 4 days, and I needed to go and touch grass. Okay, so that's what we're here to do. I just had breakfast, which was really nice. You know how I feel about eggs and bread and egg. Like, it can never be wrong. You can never go wrong with bread and egg. I don't even know if you can see my face in this, but you can definitely see my amazing hair. So yeah, I'm out here. I might read, although it is pretty sunny, so I probably won't be able to see my phone, or I might just move into the shade because I'm kind of in the sun. I don't know if I'm trying to, I mean, the sun feels nice, it feels warm. This isn't Harmattan, so like inside is not very cold. It just is, it's just whatever. And kind of just enjoying my time in the sun. And look at that sky, like that is insane. I love when the sky is blue more than anything, and I'm happy today. Okay, my friend came to join me. I don't know why his paw is on my foot. That's very strange. He's not. That's very strange. Hi. Bye, I guess. So in trying to get away from the sun, I made the very big mistake of coming next to this anthole, and so my body has been traumatized and I'm going inside.